Ferdinand Omondi, we are just hoping he can speak to us and get us to understand the insecurity issues at the
Linda,
coastal
we are
region
live
that everyone is looking to, because this is it.
The situation in the county and indeed in the region. I can tell you that tonight it is relatively peaceful, and it is our hope that the peace will be sustained up until the elections so that people can get back to their normal lives. But sometimes the coast region, really, it is hard to decipher whether we have peace or we have calm. It is extremely difficult to know.
Ferdinand Omondi looking at insecurity in the coastal region. Mheshimiwa, let's still stay with the issue of insecurity. And if there's a time frame, in your opinion, in which this has to be sorted out, how long will that be?
Money being available, we see it happening in 24 months. We should be able to bring security back to the people so that even investors will be comfortable to come and work here in Kiambu and in the country. As you say, coast. Who wants to go to Mombasa now? Who wants to, nobody wants to be involved in this country in as far as investments are concerned because of the high level of insecurity. Okay, we may blame our boundaries with Somalia and other places, but even here, we need to deal with the problem because it's a problem. It's been growing, we've been ignoring it, thinking that it's a problem with the youth, it's a problem with the unemployed, but you're seeing people leaving universities and they have nowhere to go.
So insecurity is one of the issues that is affecting the residents here. The other thing that we found out is abject poverty, Mheshimiwa. How long, I mean, how bad really is this? Because if you go by statistics, the county of Kiambu is considered one of the richest, one of the wealthiest. Is it that the wealth is not trickling down?
Yes, it has the wealthiest, but just 10% of the people. Everybody else is poor. I mean, if people are working for 150 shillings a day, and he has a family of 6, a packet of unga is 130. So really from 150, you're left with 20 bob for everything else, including rent. So really people live hand to mouth, and this has to change. A new government has to come into place that worries about its citizens so that people can earn a meaningful life. I would imagine a salary of about 600 shillings a day is what would be comfortable, not rich, comfortable for you to survive.
So we need to redistribute this wealth. How do we do that?
We need to create employment. We need to bring in small-scale industries, cottage industries. We need to give the youth skills. The government needs to bring in resources in forms of credit, avail credit to the youth, credit that is cheaper than the banks, 20%, say 4.5%. If you look at Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, they use peer pressure lending without security. And now from a very poor economy, you have this economy now in middle class. India, the same thing is happening. When I was in school in India, it was one of the poorest places to ever want to be in. Everyone with a professor, a degree, a doctorate degree, was in the streets. And now they are busy working. People are working in India for American companies, call centers, etc. So really, we need to create employment and skills for our people.
The ultimate question that every Kenyan is asking, and all leaders would want to know, do voters really look at these pertinent issues when they cast their votes for their leaders? Let's focus on the county of Kiambu.
Most often than not, because again, leaders, what it is that we tell people is, come to me, I'll give you some handout, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you. And immediately after elections, guys just vanish. Very few of us go back to work.
William Kabogo, the man who hopes to be the next governor in the county of Kiambu, many thanks for speaking to KTN. Let's now take a short break, but stay with us because we have lots more coming your way.